me again. For a second then I'd panicked and I thought I'd gone live on my profile instead of in this group, so I just had to check. So sorry to the girls that had popped on and that were ready and raring and waiting for me, but I thought, oh my god, imagine if I do this on my profile. And obviously I was meant to be in this group and you were all waiting for me. Hi Christine. Better take my glasses off because I don't want to be doing it with my glasses on. I've taken all of my makeup off just whilst I'm waiting for people to pop on because, well, I will tell you why in a moment. I thought I'd start with a clean face. So hopefully a few more girls are going to hop on. I realise not everyone is going to be available at this time because they may be putting the kids to bed or they might be working, but it's okay because it's going to be recorded and so you'll be able to catch up on it later. So hopefully, Christine, some peeps are going to join us. If not, it's just me and you. It's one-on-one training and you can ask whatever questions you like as we go along. How good's that? I'll just hang on just for another couple of, well, just for another minute maybe, and then I'm going to crack on because, as always, as I said, they are quick tips. I don't want to keep you hanging around here for too long. You know, I know you've got busy lives, so this is a quick tip live tour, so I'm going to be quick as I can and get in and out. Obviously answer any questions as we go though, so that you can maybe try it yourselves and then post me a selfie. That'd be amazing. I would love it if you were confident enough to try what I show you and then post a selfie in the actual comments of this. It's a safe group. Nobody's going to laugh. Nobody's going to see it other than the girls in this group, and we're all really supportive. So I'm excited. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if anybody's going to join us at this particular moment in time, so I'm going to crack on. I posted a picture earlier, lunchtime, and said, what would you like to see, silver or gold? And I only got one vote actually, which was gold, so I'm going to go for a bit of a gold smoky eye. I've been looking at professional tutorials today just to get a bit of inspiration from them. I have my own way of doing my makeup. As you know, I'm no professional by any means. I just do it how I like to do my makeup, and I attempted a practice run before I came online, and let's just say I think I was trying to do too much and overthinking it, and it didn't go to plan, and I wasn't happy with it, and I was adding too many things into the mix, I think, because I was trying to think, right, how do the professionals do it? And I'd forgotten, it's my quick tips, it's my live tour, so I'm going to do it how I want to do it. So I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to do it how I normally do it, and I think you'll like that. It's easy, it's simple, anyone can do it. So I'm going to do that. What I have done, and I don't normally do this, and this is quite a good tip for you girls. You'll see, as I said, I've taken my makeup off. When you're doing a smoky eye, you're obviously going to be using dark colours and probably shimmery, sparkly colours. Hi, Julie. And if you've already put your foundation on and then you're working on your eyes, you might get black marks if you're using black underneath here, or shimmery bits where you don't want shimmery bits, and then it's difficult to get rid of that if you've already applied your foundation. So, top tip, if you're doing a smoky eye in particular, do your eyes before you put your foundation on, because if you then get any of the black bits, if you're using black, dark colours under here, or you get the sparkly bits that have fallen down on here, you can just use a baby wipe to get rid of them, and then you can just put your foundation on and you won't have, you know, dark marks, you know, dark under eyes, whatever. So that's what I'm doing. So what I have done is I've applied my primer to my eyelids. I've let that sink in before I came on, and the reason why we use a primer on our eyes in particular is because it's going to make, first of all, it's going to make the colour more vibrant, and it's going to make it brighter, which is obviously what we want. It's also going to mean that it stays in place all day as well. It's not going to slide off your face. It's not going to fade, which is obviously, we don't want that when we're putting our makeup on. So I've already applied my primer to my lid, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this eye, and then we'll see how I get on. So I'm going to go with gold, as I said. So I'm going to use, actually, the palette that I used last night, I used this on my brows. I'm going to use the other colours to do my smoky eye, and I'm going to kind of build the colour as I go. So I'm only going to use 4 colours, which might sound a lot, but one is going to be a highlighter underneath my brow, and then I'm just going to use 3 colours on my lid to create the smoky eye. I'm not getting too crazy with 5 or 10 colours, which the professionals do, because I'm not at their level, and these are my quick tips. So, and I think that you want something that's easy, that's quick, that you can do, that's not going to be too complicated. So, and that's what I love to do. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I am going to cover my lid with this beauty here. This is called Brassy. You'll see it's a sparkly, shimmery colour. So I'm just going to use my brush, just going to cover my lid. And this is the colour that's going to be in this colour, this corner of my eye. That's where it's going to stand out. However, I'm putting it all over my actual lid, up into the crease, because I'm building a base for the other colours to be applied to. So you will see it's a goldy colour. It's quite sparkly. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it in that corner there, because I want to create a little bit of a highlight in there. Can you see that? Brushes are super important when you're doing smoky eyes, because you want to make sure you've got the right tools, because when you do a smoky eye, it's not so much that you might get things wrong, because as I always say, there is no makeup police, but it's all about blending. Blend, blend, blend. That's what makes a good smoky eye. So I've done that. I'm now going to use a different brush. Last night I used this brush, the liner side. I've got another side to it, which is a nice soft brush. So I'm going to now go in with this colour for me, which is called Swanky, and it's a darker gold. So I'm building the colours. So this is going to sit in the middle of my lid. Just going to pack that in. And remember, because I've used a primer, it's going to appear brighter, but also because I'm building a base, that's going to help it as well. So I'm going to just bring that down a little bit and along, but that's going to be the middle colour. And you can put as much or as little as you want on. Just depends really. I'm actually going to bring that down there, because I'm going to build that in. You can put as little or as much as you want on. Just try what works for you. My smoky eye might not be what you like, or it might not be what you want. So can you see there? I've got the paler gold, then we've gone to a little bit of a darker gold. And what I'm now going to use is called a crease brush, and this is the brush that I use to blend. Blend, blend, blend. It's quite soft, it's round in shape, and it's great for getting in that crease and blending up, and you can kind of get a bit of a triangular shape on the end. So I'm going to now smoke it out in my outer crease. This is my inner crease. I'm going to use a darker colour here in my outer crease to smoke it out. So I'm going to use this colour, which is Zealous. I'm all about the shimmer, so that's got a shimmer to it as well. So I've put some on my brush. Hi, Han. I'm just going to put that in the corners and bring that up into my crease. Just along there like that, just in sort of a V shape. You see that? I'm just making it a little bit darker. And then what I'm going to do, can you see that? I'm going to use this brush to blend it. So I'm going to blend it a little bit there, and then I'm going to bring it down and around. And all you're doing is kind of a motion like that, blending. And then coming in this way, up, down, across, up and round, down. It just in the natural crease section of your eye. Can you see that? It's not too crazy, it's not too dark, but you're just blending it in so that you don't look like you've actually got a black eye, if that makes sense. But you're smoking it out, so you're bringing it into your outer crease and across and round, and it's quite a natural motion. When you kind of sit and do it, you will get that. What I also like to do, just because this is how I like to do my eyes, I like to bring it underneath a little bit, just to give me a bit of a dark underline, just to make it a bit more natural as well, so that it doesn't stop there, it kind of carries on. And remember, anything that's dropped on here, I'm going to wipe off with a baby wipe before I even think about putting my foundation on. Okay? If you feel at this point, when you've added the dark colour, that the other colours aren't quite bright enough anymore, just go back in. So I might just put a little bit more of the medium colour of gold back into the middle, just to make that a bit brighter. And then I might put a bit more of my goldy, sparkly one there, just to brighten it up a little bit. And then guess what? All I need to do, wipe off this brush that has had the dark colour on, and just blend that through again, just so it all looks natural. Can you see we've got a nice highlight in the corner as well? So it's going to draw the light in. And you know what I've not done actually? I'm really sorry. I'm just going to go and grab my charger. I'm so sorry, ladies, but my phone seems to be dying. I will be back in 1 second. I'm so sorry. I don't want you dying on me. Sorry about that, ladies. Let me just get you plugged in. Hopefully you're going to be able to see me still. I might need to rethink this actually. Okay, well, I can hold this and do it with one hand, so it's not a problem. So that's the lid done. And what I want to do now, sorry, this isn't working out too well this evening, is it? Just the colour, excuse the swearing, I'm going to use the colour on the end called Elated to just go in under my brow, so on my brow bone. So this is going to be the highlighter. This is the 4th colour, and that's it. And just to blend it all up onto your brow bone and underneath there. Can you see? Got a little bit of shimmer, nothing too crazy. You can just blend out any excess darkness on the edge there if you're not quite happy with it. And then, obviously, from there, you can do your brow. So I'm going to again use that side of the liner brush. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I did last night. So I'd already brushed my brows before I came on live. So I'm just going to outline my brow, top and bottom. I'm using the exact same colour that I used last night, which was the dark brown, again from that same palette. He's a div, tell him. Okay, so I've done my brow. Christine, there's no makeup police, so just try what works for you. I'll come and show you as well. You know, if you get a little bit of a mistake on your, you know, when you're doing your eyebrow, just use a bit more of a highlighter, use a little bit of concealer just to cover it up. But it is just practice. That's how I do a smoky eye. Listen, Julie, I'm sat here working and he's there with you. The least he could do is pop on and give me a hi. Although, actually, having said that, he's not actually in this particular group, so he couldn't do that, could he? And now I've just dropped my mascara. This is real life, isn't it? It's not going to plan today. But I'm just going to finish it off with some mascara so that you can see the full finished effect. I'm on a little bit longer tonight, obviously, because there's a bit more involved than there was last night in just doing one brow. I'm just sorting my mascara out now for you. Hi, Rachel. So I'm just going to pop my mascara on. You can obviously use whatever mascara you love. For me, it's my 3D Fibre Lash. But it's just all about blending colours. I'd say then, Julie, don't go too dark. You know, you could get maybe 3 colours and you don't have to go too dark. Just use maybe 3 contrasting colours. So for you, you could, just as an example, let me show you my palette. But I can come round and show you if you want and you can have a go. So maybe you could use colours such as Sincere, because that's a little bit paler. Brassy, and then you wouldn't have to go as dark. You could use Chipper, a similar colour, which isn't as dark as the one that I've used. I think for me, I do like a bit of a dark colour. So just for the ends, outer corners, so it's just whatever works for you. Just as long as you've got a few colours. Sorry, I'm just going to put my fibres on whilst I'm chatting. As long as you've got a few colours and you can blend them, it's going to give you that smoky effect, because you're going to go from light to darker, but you don't have to go crazy dark. That's the great thing. It's just, I think for me, that's what makeup's about. It's just whatever works for you. You know, if you see something on somebody and you think, oh my god, that looks amazing, but I'm not quite sure if those colours would suit me, or I don't want to go that dark, you could find maybe 3 shades that are just maybe a tone down from each of the ones that I've used and try those. Now, can you see the reason why I'd said don't put any foundation on before you do a smoky eye? It's because it drops on the underneath, so I'm just going to use a baby wipe just to get rid of it. And obviously you couldn't do that if you had foundation on, could you? Because you'd be wiping your foundation off and starting again. So that's a really good tip actually that I picked up today, and I thought I've got to pass that on to you. So I'm just going to finish off with my final coat of my lashes. And I'm not being funny, but as if you're all in the pub, Julie, and you didn't invite me, I could have done my live from the pub. You could have actually been involved. How good would that have been? I could have done a tutorial on you. We could have done the smoky eye on you. I'm just going to put a little bit under here. I'm working this one-handed now because I'm trying to stay connected to the power connection and make sure that my Wi-Fi doesn't slip. Okay. It's not the most perfect job in the world that I've done, but that basically is my smoky eye. So we'll do the other one, and then I'll put my full face on and I'll post a picture so that you can see. I'm only joking, Julie. Honestly, I'm only joking. Next time, maybe, we could definitely do that. I'm only joking. I probably would have got distracted. But we could have had a few smoky eyes going off. But that's how I would do it. Like I said, I've had a look online today. I've had a look at a lot of professional tutorials, and I thought, yeah, I need to learn how to do that. And I sat here and used about 6 different colours, and they were talking about inner crease, middle eye, outer crease, above the crease, below the crease, and it didn't turn out too well. And I just think, for me, simple is better, and as long as you use a brush and you just blend it all through, you're not going to get the black eye look, which I think a lot of us are scared of. When we think of smoky eyes, we think, oh my God, I'm going to look like I've been punched in the face. But you're not going to get that. If you blend it properly, that is the key to a smoky eye, blending. Has anybody got any questions before I hop off and finish my other eye? I'll then put a bit of foundation on for you so you can see the finished effect. And I'll do what I did last night as well, if that works for you. I'll post step-by-step instructions just so that you can try it, and then maybe post me your selfies again. I loved it last night when you tried it and posted the selfies. Absolutely loved it. No problem, Julie. I'm glad it's helping. You know, I'm no expert, like I said, by any means, but I just think, for me, if you like to wear makeup, which a lot of people do, but they're afraid to do things, so I just thought my little quick tips might help. So I'm so glad that they're helping, and I'm enjoying doing this little event. So hopefully you can come back tomorrow. I'm actually live tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. I'm going to be doing the eyeliner one. Unfortunately, I'm at a funeral tomorrow, so I can't come on live tomorrow night. So I've switched it up. I'll be live in the morning. But if you're at work and you don't get a chance to hop on tomorrow, you'll be able to catch it up because it'll be recorded. I'll post it in. You can try it, watch it back. And then Thursday, I'm back to 8 o'clock. Friday, I'm at 8 o'clock. And then that's the end of it. I think that's it now for questions. Thanks for coming along, Julie and Christine and Rachel, and watching me. Hope you learned something. I know you have, Julie, but I hope you other guys have. And I look forward to seeing your selfies, and I'll post the step-by-step instructions for you. Speak to you all soon. And I'll see you tomorrow. See you later.